Those who truly hold power rarely seek attention, not because they fear visibility, but because they understand its cost. The spotlight feels powerful to those climbing up, but to those already at the top, it is a liability. Attention brings noise, and noise attracts interference. Every public appearance creates expectations, opinions, and resistance. When too many eyes are watching, every move becomes predictable, and predictability weakens power. Visibility forces explanation. The more visible you are, the more you are expected to justify your actions, intentions, and decisions. Explanation shifts control away from the decision maker and hands it to the audience. Real elites avoid this trap. They prefer to act without asking for permission or approval. There is also the issue of narrative. Once someone enters the spotlight, their story no longer belongs to them. Media, public opinion, and algorithms reshape it constantly. Today they are praised, tomorrow they are questioned, and eventually they are attacked. The spotlight is unstable. It elevates quickly and destroys just as fast. Elites understand that anonymity protects influence far better than fame. Power attracts opposition. Visibility attracts enemies. The more publicly powerful someone appears, the more they become a target for legal challenges, political pressure, reputational attacks, and social backlash. Staying out of sight reduces unnecessary conflict and allows focus on long-term strategy rather than constant defense. Silence also prevents ego from taking control. Attention feeds ego, and ego clouds judgment. Many people lose power not because they lacked intelligence, but because they began believing their own image. Elites who last train themselves to separate identity from applause. They do not confuse recognition with competence. True power rarely operates directly. It works through systems, ownership, access, and influence over resources and information. These positions do not require visibility. In fact, visibility often weakens them. The most effective leverage points are invisible to the public. Look closely at how systems function. You see public figures, leaders, spokespeople, and celebrities. They are the visible layer. Behind them exist advisors, financiers, strategists, and controllers of capital and policy who remain unseen. The visible absorb pressure, the invisible make decisions. Privacy is not comfort for elites, it is strategy. Privacy allows experimentation without judgment, mistakes without punishment, and negotiation without public theatrics. In a world where everything is recorded, privacy becomes one of the most valuable assets. Elites invest heavily in it. There is also power in being underestimated. When people believe they know you, they stop analyzing you. When they do not know you, they cannot predict you. Uncertainty creates leverage. Surprise creates advantage. The loud are easy to track. The quiet are difficult to map. Visibility locks people into identities. Once the public decides who you are, escaping that label becomes nearly impossible. Elites avoid being boxed in. They prefer flexibility over fame, movement over recognition. History consistently shows that the most influential individuals are often absent from the spotlight. They shape outcomes rather than appear in headlines. Their invisibility is not accidental, it is intentional. Noise attracts attention, silence attracts control. That is why those who truly operate at the highest levels rarely announce themselves. They do not perform power, they apply it quietly, patiently, and out of sight.